because this is the secret variant, and you all tuned in to the finest FOC show on YouTube, and hosted by the one and only hostess with the mostest, Ultra Maximus. Host with the most voice. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the secret variant. Of course, Alice in Wonderland getting a little zombified. Bilbo Hauser, contributor to the Ultra Box in the house. Thank you for joining us in the live chat, good sir. Good to see you there. And let's get this kicked off, everybody. I want to thank each and every one of you live chat people for being here. It means the world. We got a bunch of good people in the house tonight, and I already love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And you know what else, guys? You know what else I love? Yeah, that's right, Kitty. I got the kitty now circling my legs, letting me know that we made it. That she's like, yeah, you got over 1,000 subscribers now. Oh, welcome to the big leagues. So I want to thank each and every one of you. So here's the next step. People such as Bilbo Hauser have donated books. I've got a couple other people that told me that they were donating some books, and I'm going to wait for some of those books to arrive. And then I'm going to be setting up a website, and that website is going to be the entry form, requiring some information from you to verify people aren't cheating and trying to double enter into this giveaway. But it's going to be plain and simple. We've got worldwide shipping provided thanks to Lucas from Comic Crusaders. So my gosh, everybody, we got this one, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen big time. So the anticipation, I know, is killing y'all. It's killing me too, but that just gives me more time to put more books in the box. So just relax, because the box is going to get given away, and it's probably going to be, it's going to be one of them things, Christmas miracles, maybe Thanksgiving miracles, something along those lines. But everybody, the soundtrack that you're listening to this evening, of course, White Bat Audio. Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. Make sure you do follow him if you love his tunes. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Herd S. Eric. He, of course, is going to be continuing to work with Mel on the It's Drunken Chat Melcasts and other projects in the background. I want to give a shout out to the man right there. We're supposed to have many, many meetings, and unfortunately, Ultra's been working almost 20 days straight now. So it's going to be wild, everybody. It's going to be wild. It's going to be. Do you guys know what a photo finish is? A photo finish. Photo finish. I know what a photo finish looks like, and that's usually how I do it, and it makes everybody upset that I cross the line, photo finishing. But anyway, Comic Barricade, also got to give a shout out to them. Good product, everybody. If you don't know, you can use my code ULTRA for 10% off. Look, I need like 60 more of these things, okay? Just being honest, that's kind of the quantity that we're dealing with here. So I hope y'all recognize the importance of that product. Also need to give a big shout out to Ahoy Comics for their contributions to the Ultra Box for the previous giveaways, and for Comic Boom, who has a package coming to him soon. And Comic Boom, I have not forgotten about you. I needed to replace a book, buddy. So it's one of those things when you give away a book and you put it someplace, and then you might have accidentally stuck it to another package and put it in somebody else's package, and then shipped it to them, and then that person didn't get back to you and let you know if that happened. But it happens to the best of us. But we're getting it taken care of. We're getting it squared away here, because that's what we do. We fix stuff. But Ahoy Comics, of course, definitely one of my biggest contributors as far as giveaways, and just a good shy. Super chat should be active. If it's not, fuck it. You can still get me at paypal.me/Ultra Maximus if you want to donate to the cause. That is the comic book journalism of Ultra Maximus, everybody. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for great things. As soon as I get through this little work hurdle that I'm in, the content I got lined up is just as good as these two videos, which you need to be sharing with your friends. The Raw Report is, of course, that little thing that I do where I do discuss new pickups and mail drops. So I've got some. I got to give a shout out to Skeleton Key Comics. So I got their IG win. And of course, some other good things. And you guys know that you want to see what I'm picking up, because it shows you a little bit about what I'm specking on too. And man, we got everybody in the house tonight. I am so glad to see so many of you. Geek Driven, Dave Klex, of course, our wonderful Spine Ticks contributor and wrench extraordinaire. So it's on subscribers only mode tonight, so we're going to probably be Banhammer light, my friend, but no worries. I appreciate every single one of you tuning into the live show. And I went live pretty late, because look, I'd be working, like today I went to work like 1 in the afternoon, and then, because I was like the soonest I can get up and get out and get going. And then I worked, a bunch of hours, and I came home and I ate, and then I went back out and I worked a bunch of hours, and I came back home, and I get to do it all again tomorrow. So still making content happen in the meantime, and that is why I super appreciate you all being here. It's so weird, the channel gets monetized, and I have to get, like a jobby job, so it is what it is, it goes down like that, but it's the secret variant, so you know what that means? That means there's going to be some spoilerific things that are going to be happening, because we're looking at books that are coming out in approximately 3 weeks or longer. So don't be surprised if you see a cover that might make you go, oh man, I didn't know that was going to happen in the story. But you know what? This is the show for people who are looking to get an edge up on their comic book collecting by pre-ordering. This is also a show for your LCS. If you love your LCS, tell them about this show. Tell them why they should be watching this show and the way Ultra breaks down the new releases, and get them to subscribe to this channel. So let's take a look at the top. We're starting off with all the random indies and such, and we're going to take a look at Ablaze first. What's up, Batmite? Good to see you as well. So Ablaze gives us He Who Fights with Monsters #2, and I've been waiting for this issue too. Issue 1 had a pretty wicked looking, homage cover, and that's what I gotta give it up to Ablaze for. Some of their books do have a really wicked Marvel homage, but He Who Fights with Monsters #2, cover B. He Who Fights with Monsters #2, cover C. And then here is your Marvel homage, but I forget what cover homage is. Somebody in the live chat will tell me, I'm sure, because you guys are the greatest. Hey, G Money, we don't talk about me talking about books for 2 months in advance, because that doesn't happen. Anyway, this is by far my favorite cover of this set right here. But then, of course, they got a 10 copy, a 20 copy, and a 30 copy incentive, and none of them are as good as the D cover. Sorry, Ablaze, you missed the boat on that one, right? All right, so Aftershock, giving us this, looks like it's an oversized book just because of the way the art's cut. I don't know. We'll see. After Dark, One Shot, and your cover A by Tony Harris. Your 10 copy incentive. Everybody ready for, I believe this is going to be a second print. I mean, it's got to be what it's called. Cover C is your second print, but it's the chicken mask for the Chicken Devil. So if you don't have your Chicken Devil mask, well, now is your golden opportunity to obtain your Chicken Devil mask. And for this, I hope you are able to obtain. So Cross the Bear #1, cover A, and then there's your 15 copy free incentive, and then we've got Search for Who #2. That's gonna wrap it up for them. Ahoy! Oh yeah, nothing. I thought there was one, but I left a placeholder for it. But you know what? Ahoy did have a couple of books that wrapped up. That was Blacksmith from 919's FOC. Chicken Devil added to the list, right? So Chicken Devil and Bunny Mask covers, and then there's 2 different versions of the Bunny Mask cover. So remember that there's a first print #1, and then there's a #2 with a Bunny Mask as well. So it's a really weird thing. And if you're into some of the other mask covers, one of my favorite mask covers of Spec Lore is actually a recalled Valiant book. If you know what that book is, leave me a comment below. If you don't know what that book is, well, maybe I'll talk about it later. Second Coming, Only Begotten Son #6 of 6. Yeah. It's going to wrap it up for Ahoy. Archie. All right, everybody. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina #9, cover A, cover B. And then we've got the Jumbo Comics Digest #9. And it's obviously a costume party. Tons and tons of costume books. Oh, Manny, we're way too far ahead for that, for a December book. Come on now, it's only September. The previews just came out like yesterday or something. Comes out next week. I don't know. What's good, Newbie Comics in the house? And if you aren't subscribed to Newbie's channel, you really need to go and do yourself a favor. And in fact, I want to take this moment just to remember, or to give everybody a reminder to go and check out the featured channels section of the Ultra Maximus channel. And make sure you are subscribed to everybody over there. And I'm going to rotate that list around. We're going to take focus on some people who need to get their subscriber count up. Because that's what it's all about, everybody. Breaking the algorithms, getting on the carousel, and doing all the good stuff that YouTube has to offer. And, you know, one viral video can change somebody's life, especially if they're a hard-working individual. So we appreciate everybody who does like and share this stuff on the channel. Super Chat not available. You know what, Joe? The donation thing is still available at paypal.me if you're feeling frisky. But Super Chat should be available. I've been working so hard at the other jobs, man, like at the, you know, the real life stuff, that I think I might be behind on some of the content creator emails and such. So I'm going to get all that stuff taken care of in the next couple of weeks for sure. We're going to get it all situated, and we're going to get everything, like I said, set up. And thank you for joining the live chat too, man. Good to see you here. If everybody doesn't know Doc Joe, he's an OG. Big OG. ETER. So I'm assuming that this is a emergency room about aliens. Oh my goodness, and Mike Diodato Jr. doing another wonderful cover. And you know what Mike Diodato Jr. is doing? A ton of work over here at AWA Shot. Just pointing that out. Telepath number 2 of a 6-issue miniseries, and that's going to be the final book for them. We've next got Behemoth. So here's the 9 Stones with the cover A, the cover B. Hey, Kat, can't you see I'm live here? What the crap are you doing? Like, rub it up on there. What in the hell, kitty? Sit. This animal here, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy sometimes. This cat trying to crawl. I got one of the comic cubby holes open, so it's like trying to crawl up in the cubby box. It's kind of comical. Nobody's Child number 2. Oh yeah, here's this cover C. Then we're on from Behemoth into Black Mask. Black Mask giving us Destiny New York number 7. And then we've got White number 3 going second print. So don't forget the second prints and third prints and stuff like that they're doing there. I don't think they're allocated as much. I think they're allocated to 10,000. So you do have a better chance of obtaining these later prints. So good luck to you out there. You know, and again, if you are following that series, cool. If not, no worries. Oni Press giving us Rick and Morty with another number 1, and this is Mr. Nimbus, everybody. So are you guys ready for what the biggest parody of Namor on the planet is? Is this guy, and he is Mr. Steel. Anybody. He does not care about the 2 genders or the 32 other genders. So it's cool. He's open. Scout Comics giving us Final Orders Due for 9/19, and that was yesterday by 15 minutes here at the East Coast office of the Office Maximus. And so yeah, Redshift number 4 went on an FOC closing. Snatched. That's hilarious. But Hillary's not president, so I don't know why she's on there. We Don't Kill Spiders number 2. And then there is this stuff. This is the stuff that's actually going to be due next Sunday. And at least Scout Comics has this like to show us, so we can like at least acknowledge that this stuff is going to be available. Because there's a lot of DC books that are going to be closing on FOC as well on 9/26 that we're not going to see any cover art for until they slide them in over the middle of the week sometime and then go, haha, got it next Sunday. But By the Horns, number 7. Cherry Blackbird, number 4. Check out track number 4. Epic Tavern Tales from the Fantastical Crimes Unit. Headless Season 2, Cover A. Here's your 10 copy incentive. North Bend, number 1, Cover A. North Bend 10 copy incentive. Providence of Secrets, Act 1, Cover 10 copy. Okay, moving on from Scout into Titan. And Titan, of course, is the carrier of the Blade Runner. So here's your Blade Runner Origins number 7. Gives us a couple of covers as well. There's your B cover. Here's your C cover. Hack is doing a lot of work on these. Valiant up next, giving us Ninjak number 4, cover A, your cover B, and then here is your pre-order variant. Only book on FOC for them. Vault, dropping Dead Box, number 2, cover A. Number 2, cover B. Wasted Space, number 24. Witchblood, number 7. Cover B. And then cover C. World of Darkness, Crimson Thaw, number 1, cover A, cover B. And I didn't see any incentives lined up for that one, but you never know, that may change. Xenoscope had a massive week for them on FOC, but some of these books may appear twice on final order cutoff. It's just... we're just going to cover them. But here's your Grim Fairy Tales cover A, cover B. Your cover C, your cover D, and that was for issue 53. And then we've got Grim Spotlight Cinderella versus Zombies. It's a one-shot. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. There is your cover C. Here is Possessive, number 3 of 3, giving you your cover A, and then your cover B. Rise of the Jinn, number 1, cover A. Cover B. Tales of Terror, Annual Goddess of Death, cover A. Cover B. Cover C. Tales of Terror, Quarterly 2021 Halloween Special, cover A. Cover B. Cover C. And then we're on to Boom Studios. I missed a marker. Everybody. Firing my editor. Mamo, number 4. They also had a 10-copy incentive to go along with that. Next was Power Rangers and Perel breaking it down. So Perel and Montez, actually, if you look in the background, it's got 2 of the covers meshed together. So Chad, this book is covering everything that is available on Previews release. So this way we can keep track of what is coming up. You need to order on by your stores by tomorrow. There may be a few other independent books that they do deal directly with. Like I have a couple of LCSs that deal directly with Behemoth. They also deal directly with Scout. And it's a crapshoot sometimes. So we're just trying to make sense of some things. But thank you for asking that important question, so new viewers may obtain that information. And Power Rangers number 12, cover A. And of course, actually, Chad, if you want to see which ones I recommend or which ones I think are potentially spec-worthy, you should tune into the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, where I do the FOC review, and we'll talk about all the books that close on final order cutoff today. Power Rangers number 12, cover B. So there was your cover A by Perel with the Montez cover in the background. Those two put together was kind of wild. And then here's your cover B, right? And then here is your 10-copy incentive, Virgin by Perel. And if you guys recognize the player right there, Lord Dracon, he's a real player as far as characters in this Power Rangers universe. So I know that there's a lot of cover potential here. Here's your your 15-copy incentive Virgin is basically your B cover, right? And then remember the merger on the A cover? Well, there's the Montez from the background, your 25-copy incentive. And then here is your FOC reveal variant, as well as the Virgin variant of that FOC reveal. And then here is your unlockable variant from Power Rangers number 12. Okay, so moving on. It is next up with Dark Horse. And then we've got Black Hammer. So if you guys aren't paying attention, they're dropping a Black Hammer book basically 2 times a week sometimes. It's crazy. So here's Black Hammer Reborn, right? Issue number 4, cover A, cover B. Yeah, man, I am a night owl, my friend. I am a night owl. So thank you for tuning in, Chad. I really appreciate it, man. Maze book number 2 of 5, cover A by Jeffrey. Oh, look at that, cover B, Dustin Wynn. No One Left to Fight 2 of number 1 of 5. And then there's your A cover and your B cover. Norse Mythology 2, number 5 of 6. Norse Mythology 2, number 5 of 6, cover B by David Mack. Secret Land number 4 of 4, so that's the final issue of that miniseries discussing Operation High Jump and their like targets and stuff like that. So shout out to Sith Lordly from the Spine Ticks, who's like into all this weird obscure history stuff that I'm into as well, and some of the other guys know that I'm really into some ancient culture stuff. And it's just kind of crazy seeing stuff being made from that. Blade Runner music, hell yeah, man. That's what I'm about right here. So what if I'm a Blade Runner? Would you guys love me any less if I lived a short cloned life? What if we're all Blade Runners with just a longer lifespan? Anyway, Unbelievable Unteens, The World of Black Hammer. As I was stating, there's more to this Black Hammer stuff. Shout out to Larry's Comics, who said that Black Hammer is the best book being made superhero-wise, and it's not even close. You may be right. Because there's a ton of people who do love it. But the weird numbering on these, so cover AC and then cover BF. There are no other incentives. It's just they decided to do just whatever weird stuff. Dynamite. Everybody likes Dynamite, right? Army of Darkness, 1979. Cover A. Issue number 2 from Francisco Medina. See, other people can do it, but can they do it with the same level of natural enthusiasm and love for these books that Ultra can? No. Army of Darkness, 79, cover B. Yoon. Yeah, the chainsaw is cool, but I think it's a lot cooler when he gets the robot hand and has the boomstick. 79, number 2, cover D. Cover E is your 10 copy, and then your 15 copy. 20 copy. 25 copy. 30 copy. Limited Virgin. Limited Virgin by Mattina, which is probably the most wicked of them all. But look at this. What is this? Cover M FOC bonus with stray dogs? No, you don't say. Look at that cover. Here's your FOC 7 copy incentive by Mattina. Oh, and then they did an 11 copy FOC incentive Virgin. So this one snuck up on a ton of people. I know Lucas from Junk and Trap is one of the few people that I know caught this one. I didn't stay up late enough last night to watch the Spine Ticks and see if that actually was covered on there. But if anybody else is talking about this book and you are Tony Fleek's variant, if you're a variant chaser of his work, most of the stuff that he does, is that aged look. So it's kind of cool to see him doing an Army of Darkness with some doggies. I'm saying, if you're a dog lover and a Bruce Campbell lover, yeah. Like, getting a Bruce Campbell autograph on that would be wicked. Oh, look at me. Phone not on silent. And actually being important and having people message. See? Look at this. I'm going to turn that off. Alright, so 21 copy FOC incentive by Yoon. And then we're on to Invincible Red Sonja number 5. Amanda Connor. Oh. Linsner. Oh. Selena. Frank Cho, everybody. And for the last time, she's not Xena. I think that's amazing. And yes, I am drinking pressed coffee, everybody. Pressed coffee. Invincible Red Sonja number 5, cover E, the cosplay. And then the cover F, Cohen, trade dress. And then Connor, black and white, 15 copy, 20 copy cosplay, 25 copy Linsner, 30 copy Cohen, Connor limited virgin, Linsner limited virgin, Selena limited virgin, bonus FOC, bonus FOC variant, Selena 11 copy FOC, and then the 21 copy Cho virgin variant cover. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up for them, and then they're going to roll into James Bond. James Bond. Okay. Five different stray dogs signed. Gee, boy. And you got the Scream homage from me. Good win on that, man. Congratulations on that. Somebody else robbed me blind on the acetate variant, but it's cool. It's cool. I enjoyed giving away a bunch of books on Whatnot. I enjoyed the Whatnot experience, but there's a ton of other books that I want graded before I even attempt to sell. So, but there's some other books that I'm working on inventory, man. And while I'm working, if I have the opportunity to make a stop and stop in someplace, because my work involves a lot of travel. Man, it's crazy. But anyway, James Bond number 1. Here's your cover B, and then we got an Authentics blank, and then we've got a 10 copy Francavilla black and white. And shout out to Geek Driven, because I know he's a Francavilla. Oh look, signed Atlas edition by Francavilla. Oh look, Francavilla virgin. So if you're a Francavilla fan, he's got this James Bond thing going on for him. Oh, there's a metal premium too. Vampiverse is finally on to issue number 2. Here is your cover B. There's your cover C. Here is your cover D. Cosplay. 10 copy. 15. 20. 25. 30. All right, now we're into the limited virgins. The Megan Hetrick one, I like this one, but I'm not really into Vampirella. Not really my thing. The Vampiverse number 2, cover M. This one's kind of cool because it's definitely a retro feel to it. 7 copy incentive. And 11 copy incentive. Oh, look, 15 copy. 21 copy. Oh, we're finally done with Dynamite, everybody. Okay. Moving on to IDW Entertainment. And that's going to give us My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic number 102. Here's your cover B. And they're going to also offer this 10 copy second variant cover. Make sure you are down for that if you are on My Little Pony book. Same goes for all of these IDW books, because I can tell you clearly from visiting multiple stores, IDW books are ordered very much closer to their subscriber base. Sometimes the extra 4 copies to get an incentive is not worth it for a store. So it's a 5th copy they have to pay for. So just think about that kind of stuff. It's definitely why the show is a show you want to share with your favorite LCS. The one you want to see get their ordering in tight, and I appreciate you guys doing the sharing and all that. It's the world. So here's your B cover. Not bad, right? My son loves Sonic the Hedgehog too. It's pretty amazing. He's able to play it in games too. Here's your 10 copy incentive, and then here is your Mirror War from Star Trek. So everybody like OG Picard, right? Here's your cover B. Oh, look at this. 15 copy incentive. So they really pushed the limit on this one, because who's ordering 15 copies of a Star Trek book? Star Wars Adventures, The Ghost of Vader's Castle, number 4 of 5. This is cover A by Francavilla. Oh, look at this. Spectre of the Sith. 10 copy incentives, black and white on the cover A. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with a cover A that has more mutants on it, and this is pretty cool to see. I mean, it really, really is pretty cool to see. Look at this. You know, basically all the key mutant characters basically in one spot. Cover B by Eastman. Oh yeah, no art available. But they were doing so well for just a brief period where they included the, Jenica. Where's Jenica? I mean, couldn't you said, hey Sarah, can we have you draw Jenica on this one as well? And I'm sure Sarah would have taken care of that because her artwork is amazing, just like this cover is an amazing artwork cover. But part of the team, right? Kill her off yet? All right, everybody. No, I am not actually on this book. There's a lot of people who keep asking me that. This is Transformers King Grimlock, number 3 of 5. This is Grimlock in a medieval setting or something. Pretty cool looking cover by Padilla. And then, of course, Alex Milne. He's my favorite Transformers artist. And this is an amazing cover. His artwork his line art is amazing for me just because I appreciate every book that he's ever drawn on the Transformer side of things. He said, I think he gets his inspiration from Silvestri on the line art for this one, but he's also doing his own coloring. So shout out to Alex Milne. Just an amazing Transformers artist. And then here's a book that did pique my interest. And of course, if you guys know one of the articles that I did for comicbookspeculation.com way back when, was where I discussed this book called Transformers, the Last Stand of the Wreckers. And I described it as the Watchmen of Transformers comics. And it still, to this day, is a standalone book. Like, if you don't read any other books, you can read basically that book and understand that basically they're what this squad of Transformers are in for. And it's not necessarily a bunch of people you might recognize. So, and also they warn you not to get too attached. Because the Wreckers basically, have a lot of people that die. So here's a book, Transformers Wreckers, Tread and Circuits, number 1 of a 4-issue miniseries. I'm very interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how the new universe of Transformers is treating this team. But we have a cover A, we have this cover B, and then we have this 10 copy incentive. And the guy you're seeing front and center right there, his name is Thunderclash. Thunderclash, everybody. He actually took over the Matrix while Optimus Prime went on sabbatical. So how about that? Okay, Image Comics dropping the Compass, number 5 of 5. Sorry, everybody. Let me click on some things here real quick. All right, and then we got Deep Beyond. Cover A. Andolfo, also not shown because her artwork is basically super spoilerific when it comes to this book, I think. But I got to get caught up. I got the first 6 issues, but I got to get 7, 8, and now 9 when it hits, and take it from there. But this is cover D, and then we're on to Department of Truth. And it was really weird how these were laid out because they're not in order. But this right here, everybody, is a list of second prints. I believe it's 7 through 12. So 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's 8 through 12. Okay, so here's 8 and here's 9. So all of those with the blue logo are your late prints or your second prints of the 8 through 12 books. So good luck to you guys. And if you are still on the Department of Truth train, yeah, well, it's a long-term play right now because Tunyon is I think he's stretched thin. Got a lot of books everywhere. But I'm excited to see this book continue on for sure. Gunslinger Spawn. Brett Booth and McFarlane. And then here's your Todd McFarlane variant. And then here is your cover C. I did not have the artwork in time. Gunslinger Spawn, cover D by Capullo. Cover E by Kirkman. And then cover F by Revolver. Cover G, which is your connecting cover, and look at the intense amount of things in the background there. That's crazy. Redeemer. I think the Redeemer's probably my favorite character that I have. You know, like if you're specking on first appearances in the Spawn world, like there's a lot of really good ones with newsstands at the very, first 100+ issues, and that newsstand variant of the first Gunslinger is going nuts. I wish I would have had one. Number one, 50 copy incentive from Capullo, though. Oh, look at this. You guys ready for another round? Another round of signed McFarlane books that are most likely going to have the same CGC witnessing with the authentication and the numbering and the certificate where you're able to send it in and get yourself a yellow label at CGC. And if that is the case, that makes this book even more competitive. So book of the week potentially, probably just because of the insanity it's going to drive that one. McFarlane doing sign stuff, McFarlane signings are pretty rare. Homesick Pilots, number 10. And then here's your cover B for that. Man-Eaters, The Curse, number 4 of 5. And here's your cover B. Manifest Destiny, 45. The Me You Love in the Dark, number 2. And the 20 copy incentive. Ordinary Gods, number 2. Ordinary Gods, number 4. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Ordinary Gods, number 3. Second printing. My bad. Ordinary Gods, number 4. See, this is where it's getting late. But music is good, so. 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, number 5. Cover B by Frank Avila. Oh my gosh, this guy's everywhere this week, huh? He knew Geek Driven was going to be watching my show, and he was like, oh, you know what? This guy's going to find out about all my books. Rick and Morty Trover. Trover Saves the Universe. It's not Rick and Morty Trover, but it's from the creators of it. From the co-creator. Just going to finish that one off. DC on screen. So there's a lot of books they added in, and man, I gotta say this right now before we get into DC. DC bringing the heat. I gotta be honest. DC totally is bringing the heat on this next 2 weeks of FOC. So we're gonna look at some books that were on FOC from last week, and I told you about them. And I said that DC didn't show these covers, but we're gonna look at those covers now. By looking at those covers, you guys are going to be in the same boat I am tomorrow. Like, hey, put me down for these. I hope you ordered enough, because I'm a good customer, and you're gonna take care of me, right? Because I know FOC closed yesterday. Why didn't you put it in yesterday? Hey, man, I didn't know about it. It sucks, right? This is why it's such a dilemma on the day that I do this show. Secret Variant Sundays have been basically how I've been rolling since the start, and if you think I should do it on a different day, I'm going to have less cover art. That's going to be the differentiator. Is I can't throw it in there on Saturday because I'm too tired. Look, staying up late and doing drunken chat, I am exhausted. So I sleep all day Saturday, then spend some family time. Afternoonish after my kid takes a nap, and maybe I'll take a nap too. Kid take a nap, you too. So Saturday nights I go out and hang out with some friends, and then I come back home, and I'm usually in the lab working on this FOC presentation that you're watching this evening, hanging out with the Spine Ticks crew. If I get a chance to jump on their show every now and then is probably what's going down. If not, I'll be in their live chat, or I'll be around, or I'll be looking at the back of my eyelids. So right now with this, with me working really, really odd late hours too, it's a lot. But I appreciate everybody, you guys lighting up the chat. You have to snag that 150 Capullo, huh? A lot of people are going to be doing that. But let's take a look at these DC books, because I know this is what you guys didn't come here to look at this mug, which is doing much, much better, of course. Fractured sinus and all. But it was only one. And it was only one that was full of blood for only a couple of days. Now it's all good. I can breathe through both. It's amazing what happens when you get rest and can heal, and then still work like insane hours. Anyway, Batman 89, number 3. And is that Barbara? Barbara Gordon? I think that's Barbara Gordon. And then, of course, Lee Weeks doing the cardstock variant. Okay. Batwoman. Or Batman Catwoman. You know. Cover B by Jim Lee. Travis Charest on cover C. Batman Fortnite Foundation one-shot. And this is a cover A. And I didn't see a cover B. And if I did see, your store probably knows about it. Batman The Long Halloween Special, number 1. Tim Sale. Here's your B cover. And then there's a 1 in 25 incentive also by Tim Sale. So this is supposedly another story for The Long Halloween. All right. Now this cover art, this was amazing, right? Black Manta number 2. And then here's your trade dress version of it. So they didn't do too bad on it, but they could have, they definitely could have put that barcode in a different spot. But I understand DC doing what DC does best. But Black Manta number 2 of 6, cover B, Sanford Green cardstock variant cover. Straight fire. All right, Catwoman, Lonely City number 1, cover A. Cover B, Jock, 1 in 25 incentive. Super Sons, cover B. Future State. Okay, so this is the Future State Gotham. This is number 6. This is your cover A by Simone DeMeo. This is your Rose Besh cardstock variant cover. Talked about it on Spine Ticks. Shout out to Dave Collects in the live chat because he knows what's up. He said, I think it was him or Evil's Comics who was talking about why this book might be important for some people. But I see them all on the shelves. I see them all the Rose Besh stuff is still on the shelves, but that may be the game changer right there. Hardware Season 1, number 3. And then here is your cover B. Okay. Everybody ready? Harley Quinn, the animated series, the Eat Bang Kill Tour, number 2. Babs Tarr, everybody. Babs Tarr. Babs Tarr, thank you. You're doing wonders, wonderful things. Anyway, I Am Batman number 2. Oliver Coipel. And then wow, check out the Matina. This is wicked. I think we had that one last week though, so you should know about that one already with Joker. Cover A by Gillian Mark, and then your Jorge Molina. And yeah. So yeah, Punchline fans probably ordering that one. I'm just saying. And then look, to help you order more, they give you a 25 copy incentive. So you got a 25 copy incentive cover to kick it with too. Justice League Last Ride number 6 of 7, and then we've got a Dark Side cover. Choi. All right, so Pushed Back. So this is an interesting bit. Welcome to the secret variant, where I do try to report a little bit of the newsworthiness. They pushed this back an extra week. This was supposed to be on FOC for 9/12. They pushed it back and got you an extra week of FOC because they knew that the A cover and B cover were going to sell you, and then they said, oh, we're going to make the 1 in 25 incentive. But they said, you know what, just to help you guys order more of those incentive variants, we're gonna do this. Cover D, minimal trade dress. This is how we're gonna boost orders. So yep, there's gonna be plenty of the Sway book out there. It was a perfect storm before. I'm sorry, DC. DC just broke, you know, the spec value maybe, because this, you know, again closed yesterday now. So you might have escaped, but it's crazy to think that they're just sliding in, you know, these extra things and opening up FOC in another week. But here we go. Pennyworth, issue number 3 of the 7-issue miniseries, no variants. So they stopped doing variants with issue 1, I believe. Static Season 1, number 4, cover A, and then the Akira homage. I knew that one's going to be a big one. That one's definitely going to be a big one. Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 4, cover A, and then they finally slid in the Enyaq Lee cardstock variant cover. Teen Titans Academy, number 7, cover A by Rafa Sandoval. The Lieber cardstock variant. Oh, I get it. It's, you know. Teen Titans United, I'm sorry, not Teen Titans United. This is Titans United. Jamal Campbell killing it on this cover as well. This is, again, this is like kind of like part of the show lineup, but Raven, cardstock variant. Okay, we're in Wonder Girl number 4, cover A by Joelle Jones, cover B by Jamal Campbell. Last week, if you caught the secret variant, you would have seen I showed you the issue 5 for Wonder Girl cover A because they slid it into FOC for whatever reason. They pulled it back off. But they did finally give us the Wonder Woman cover A and cover... Oh, see there, cover B. See, this is where I'm messing up. I didn't delete that one. Wonder Woman 780 cover B, Becky Cloonan, cardstock variant. So that's going to wrap up this first FOC of DC that wrapped up for 9/19. Now, all the stuff that's on FOC that I have information that is available to the general public is what I got for you guys. I dug, you know, for some of these things, but I didn't really have to go far for some of them. But Aquaman The Becoming. So here's the deal. Here's your cover A. This is just showing the artwork. They did not show any cover B or C, so I don't know if there's going to be any incentives. Most likely going to be only a B cover. Talk to your LCS if you're on that Aquaman book and you want all covers. Batman 115 cover A. So here we go. Miracle Molly. And I guess Miracle Molly is a good girl. And it says also featuring Batgirls. Poison Ivy cover. If you are into Poison Ivy, well, here you go. Here's your 115 cover B, Jorge Molina cardstock variant. 1 in 25 incentive for Batman 115. And then Batman Secret Files, The Peacekeeper number 1. Rafael Sarmiento. And this, of course, is your Fear State tie-in. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that I guess is going to be tying in to keep the Fear State story going as long as they possibly can and have other pieces of it, I guess, filled in before Tinian checks out. Batman Secret Files, Peacekeeper number 1, the one-shot cover B, Tyler Kirkham, cardstock variant, of course, is pretty awesome looking too. 25 copy incentive of the cover A. And then Batman versus Big B, A Wolf in Gotham number 2, and it says this is the cover A art. They didn't show cover B or any other covers. Blue and Gold number 4 of 8, and they didn't show any opportunity for there to be any other covers other than this one, so this is probably going to be an only cover. Fear State, Catwoman number 36. Oh boy, everybody, but you know what? FOC is not for another 6 days, so if you like this one, remember the secret variant, we try not to hype the book so it's not like kind of like overdid, but this one, I don't know too many Jenny Frisian Harley books. If you know of another Jenny Frisian Harley book, leave me a comment. Let me know what it is. I'd like to, I haven't had the opportunity to do a spec matrix on her, so we'll have to maybe consider doing that at one time. Flash 775 cover A. So there was no B. So obviously look for a B cover. And then for you Naomi fans, this says it's cover A. We all know better. That's not going to be cover A. Not at all. And if this is your cover B, this is your cardstock variant cover. So there's Naomi for you guys. Legends of the Dark Knight, number 6, cover A. And then here is no cover B shown. So moving on to Nightwing 85, cover A. Also a Fear State tie-in, but they do show us this one right here. So for all of you guys who are currently watching Titans and know about the Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon scenario over there, it's kind of wild, right? Yeah, man, this right here, probably going to be a fan favorite. So this is wild. DC paying attention to, a lot of the horror requests that you guys have had and getting back into doing horror books. Like, everything comes around in waves, which I think is kind of giving a resurgence in older horror books as well. But Refrigerator Full of Heads, number 1. And of course, this is a Joe Hill House, a.k.a. Stephen King's son, a.k.a. the creator of Lock and Key. So, yeah, interesting stuff. Did the music die? Let me check on the music for everybody. Nope, just an intermission. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And that's exactly where it's coming from, Batmite. Most of the time I can't see the screen that you guys see because I'm usually looking at all the slides, but right now I'm saying, hey, what's up? Make sure I'm actually kind of like on screen a little bit. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Number 112. Shazam! Number 404, cover A, Clayton Henry. So, obviously no cover B shown. Going to be one there. Static Season 1, number 5 of 6, cover A, Carrie Randolph. Cover B not shown. Suicide Squad, King Shark, number 2 of 6, cover A. And then Jorge Molina, cover B. Look at this one. I'm sorry, that's wicked. That's absolutely wicked. So for you King Shark lovers, there you go. He doesn't have very many variant covers out there, and that's probably one of his better ones. Superman vs. Lobo, number 2, cover A by Mirka and Dolfo. Appreciate the work, Mirka. All right. Red Hood, everybody. And here is Task Force Z number 1. Resurrected Bane. Everybody see that? It looks like Katana. She got murked somewhere along the lines. And then looks like Azrael. So death was just the beginning. All these people probably got Lazarus pitted up. And then, oh, look, is that Mr. Bloom? It is Mr. Bloom. So lots of interesting things going on here with Task Force Z. But look, they're giving you guys the business when it comes to multiple variant covers as well as, incentives. So just follow me here, because Tyler Kirkham, cardstock variant, wicked, right? I'm loving it. And then of course there's this 250 copy minimum order. So this is your team variant. And then here is your incentive, which is your 1 in 25. 1 in 50. 1 in 100. Kyle Hots. Monochrome foil cardstock variant. So this is big time. So this one's pretty cool, everybody. And for all you Rose Besh fans, buckle up, because Wonder Woman Black and Gold cover A by Tedesco. Yeah, this is probably iconic, when it comes to Tedesco's doing his thing. Tedesco does great work. Love his covers. This right here is probably going to be a book that a lot of Rose Besh fans didn't know was coming, and they're going to be chasing it. But you have 6 more days to pre-order it and convince your store to give you a 1 in 25 incentive without taking your head off. So good luck to you guys who are pre-ordering on that front. going to wrap it up for DC. So that means we're into Marvel. So you know what that means? I need to ask you guys to remember to smash that like button below. I saw 22 likes, and there's 23 of you in the live chat. So I appreciate you guys tuning in live. And the best kept secret in comics. I know I go late. I go live late. So for everybody who used to catch me like at that 9:45, 10 o'clock time slot, sorry. catch me tomorrow, hopefully. So Amazing Spider-Man number 76. Of course, this has Peter on life support. Joe Jusko giving us the Marvel Masterpieces variant. Gleason incentive. That's right, Jenny. Good call, Double O. Appreciate you and the comment. So everybody check out Double O. Harvey and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica number 4. I remember that. I remember not being able to get that one because of that cover. Avengers number 49. Here is your cover A. And then the Stormbreakers by Juan Cabal. And then there's the Deadpool Secret variant because it didn't show the artwork to it, but it's the Deadpool 30th Anniversary Liefeld. She-Hulk by Joe Jusko. This one probably is going to be a pretty big ordered book, but She-Hulk is very popular at the moment. So kudos to all you guys specking on She-Hulk. Direct edition number 1. You know where it's at for Savage She-Hulk number 1, direct edition. Remember, before 85, 86, 87, depending on your location, major metro areas dealt with more newsstands than direct markets, but direct markets were like suburbia. So everybody's like, oh, they ordered so much. No, they didn't. The direct editions are on some of the key X-Men books and stuff like that. It's kind of wild. It's going to be kind of wild to watch some of them as that turns around. But anyway, Legends Black Panther number 1. But I'm sorry, Black Panther Legends number 1. The wording is interesting on the title. So we'll see what's going on here. This is going to be another book, Black Panther and White Wolf. Shout out to Mel V. First White Wolf is a book that he has spec'd on for a while. Black Panther Legends number 1 is getting a Steel Freeze variant cover as well. Gonna be on the lookout for this one. Dark Ages number 1 of 6 is getting a second print. Okay. For everybody who went crazy on the Deodato Jr. 150 variant for Dark Hawk number 1, hate to say it, that's the old Dark Hawk design. That's the reason why I shied away from that book. The 125 is the first cover variant with the new Dark Hawk on it. Besides the design variant that came out, then the A cover, B cover, whatever. All the other cover releases for that Dark Hawk number 1. It pained me that they did not, that they did the hidden gem, and it was like a very lazy choice. But this right here is your second printing. I'm not saying all second printings are things you should be picking up, but you guys know there are a few gems in there. And this one just happens to have a gem on the chest of the armor that caused him to transform into the Dark Hawk. So, take it for what it is. I like this one. Darkhold Iron Man. Number 1. It's kind of like a... No. Common Coley variant. The design variant. Connecting variant. No thanks. Eternals Forever number 1. Eternals Forever number 1 variant cover. Gamma Flight number 5. Another variant cover. Another variant cover. Iron Man number 13. Iron Man 13 Joe Jusko. Kang the Conqueror number 3. Kang the Conqueror number 3 Ron Lim variant. Khazar, Lord of the Savage Land. Shayna, the She-Devil, and Kazar. Oh yeah, and then there's this Matt variant. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 31. Oh, check out the Taskmaster. And then, I got to give a shout out to my boy Spidey. He said he saw the variant cover for 31. I didn't see it listed, so it's interesting. I'm going to be looking out for that one. He said this cover looked hot too, so we'll see. Moon Knight number 1 getting a 3rd print. Shang-Chi number 5. Michael Cho has a variant cover, incentive ratio. So make sure that if you are trying to get this one, you get your name down for it. Star Wars Dr. Aphra, number 15. This is, again, another War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in. We got a bunch of covers. No incentives, though. All open order. Star Wars Dr. Aphra, number 15, the Friends Handbook. And then the Sprouse Lucasfilm 50th anniversary variant. Carbonite variant. Warhammer 40K, the Sisters of Battle, I'm sorry. Number 3 of 5. Your B cover, which is your Games Workshop variant. This is your incentive ratio Salazar design variant cover. X-Force number 24, and we are getting some Colossus covers, everybody. Oh, look at this. It's a variant cover with Black Tom Cassidy. And then Marvel Masterpieces Joe Jusko variant cover for X-Force 24. Then we're on to X-Men number 4. So here is your A cover, Headless Horseman Cyclops. Here's your Daughterman trading card variant with the old school X-Men Jim Lee card throwback. Joe Jusko giving us his Marvel Masterpieces from the 90s, obviously. Check out that Jim Lee style X-Men Cyclops costume. And then the Shavli incentive variant is our second to last book on the secret variant this evening. Our final book is the Trial of Magneto second printing, which wraps up all of our releases from previews, everybody. So I want to thank you all for tuning into this excellent program. You guys make the secret variant amazing to do week in and week out. And you know what? It also is why I'm going to ask you to just stand by while I thank some people for doing what they do. So make sure, of course, that you have subscribed to the channel because, I like to drop the secret variant at odd times. I'm giving away this Ultra box. Of course, subscribers are going to be the way to get into this one. And then, of course, Pepe Larraz's X-Men does look awesome. And I thank you guys again for making the Ultra Box giveaway possible by subscribing to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my buddy Mel V over there, and of course all the other people who make Drunken Chat possible, and of course doing a spec matrix. I hope you guys like the spec matrix I dropped last week. Some secretive stuff every now and then. I get to give you guys a little bit of an edge, and I appreciate you guys complimenting me when I show up in some of these many live chats when I do have time to be home and watch some of the stuff, guys. When I'm not fracturing my skull eye sockets and stuff like that. It's entertaining, and I love the fact that you guys do excellent content. Anyway, so here we go, everybody. Team Nerd Herd and Mighty Mel V and Comic Crusaders, of course. And Blind Adam. Man, I got to update that slide for Blind Adam, dude. Go check out the featured channel section, everybody. Tune into the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser where I break down all the new releases when they actually come out. We're going to talk about some news over there, too. Whatnot sale coming up whenever I can honestly not, be inundated with actual work. Ultra Box is going to be amazing, and don't forget, this is how you can make the Ultra Box even more amazing. And actually, the content on my channel, you guys can be contributors to making the content we do here on Ultra Maximus even better by tagging me and stuff. If you see me on Twitter, seeing something I should read or know about, or send it to me, DM me, I don't care. Tag me Ultra Maximus on IG and on Facebook. Of course, my IG inbox is blowing up all the time. I gotta be honest with that. And I got to say, thank you again for watching. And I hope to see you next week. And, of course, don't forget to leave me a comment if you're watching this on the rewind. Like and share the video, of course. And share the video with your favorite LCS that you'd like to subscribe to. And making sure that they are getting on board with the FOC program, and don't let them miss the hot books, because that's all I'm here. I'm just here to make sure you guys don't miss stuff. It's for me also not to miss stuff too. And shout out to Lucas and everybody else who makes this all possible week in, week out. Love talking to you guys on comic book stuff. And Geek Driven, I appreciate you, my man. And my man Geek Driven been putting in work too, so give him a follow. And shout out to all you guys dropping content. And Aegis Comics getting 1,000. Everybody, just breaking 1,000. Everybody under 1,000. If you have under 1,000 subscribers and are doing comic book content, leave me a comment below in my videos. We'll see what we can do to change that, okay? But I appreciate each and every one of you again. So, there's a lot of variants that people like say, hey man, I didn't know that existed. And there's some times when I'm doing research and I'm like, I didn't know it existed either until I fucking went down to the rabbit hole so deep. But this is where we're going to find it, everybody. And I appreciate you guys out there in the community, making the comic community great. We're going to check on out of here, and I'll check you guys next week. It's been a while since I dropped an IG post. And you know what? It's technically Mutant Monday by an hour and 7 minutes on the East Coast. So let me go digging through the long boxes and maybe do a Mutant Monday post for you guys on IG. Make sure you follow me over there. And 78 points. I appreciate you tuning in, man. Watching the rewind. Whatever I can do to help you guys out and getting your orders in, man. And Batmite, thank you for your support. I love all you guys, and I appreciate you watching. So let's get on out of here, and I will see y'all next week.